Change your perspective. Change your perspective. Change your perspective. Hey, change your perspective. Our topic this week is, you guessed it, change your perspective. Someone wisely said, if you change your perspective, you'll change your experience. I'm going to say that one more time because it's worth saying twice. If you change your perspective, you'll change your experience. I remember some time ago, about 9-10 years ago, I found myself down and I found myself out. I found myself, as a matter of fact, sleeping in Patterson Park right here in Baltimore, Maryland. It was in a moment in my life where I was at my lowest. I was destitute. I was broke. I had a job, but I was still broke. I was spending all my money on cocaine, all my money on drugs, all my money on partying, and just was at an all-time low point in my life. And that had everything to do with my inability to do one of thing, and that is to change my perspective, to change the way I viewed things. I had viewed myself as a victim. I have viewed myself as someone who was lied about and taken advantage of and done wrong. My perspective was not of that of a victor, but a victim. Change your perspective and you will change your experience. So often we get in a woe is me mindset. So often we feel sorry for ourselves in our lives, and these times of reflections do not help. These moments when we feel sorry and we want to play the victim and we want to be the one that was taken advantage of. And yes, there are times when horrible things happen, unfair things happen to good people. But I want to challenge you today, if you will change your perspective, hear me, you will change your experience. I want to challenge you this week to change your perspective and live life the way you were designed and intended to live, and that is to live it to its fullest. I remember a story some time ago. Someone told me, and they said this. Billy, these two old men went on a boat, and they get on the boat, and one older gentleman says to the other gentleman, he says, hey man, I got something really cool to show you. They had brought their dog Rex, and they decided, let's heck with it, let's just go duck hunting. So they get up there, they're out in the water, and he says to him, he says, hey man, watch this, I got something really cool I want to show you. And he sees a duck fly over, grabs his gun, boom! Shoots the duck drops dead in the water. The old gentleman says to his dog, he says, Rex, go get it, boy, go get it. The dog gets up, jumps out of the boat, and begins to walk on top of the water. Grabs the duck, brings the duck back. The older gentleman looks at the other older gentleman and says, hey man, did you see that? And the other older gentleman said, yeah, okay. He says, all right. So a little while longer, they see another duck flying over top. The older gentleman says, now watch this again real careful. And he says, pulls out his gun real slow and boom! Shoots the duck drops dead in the water. He says, now Rex, go get that duck. Come on, dog. Come on, doggy. Come on. Let's get it. The dog gets up, walks on top of the water again, goes and grabs the duck, brings the duck back in the boat, and the older gentleman says, now look, I know you've seen it this time. Well, what do you think? What do you got to say? The older gentleman says to him, says, that dog can't even swim. A lot of times life is about perspective. Change your perspective. That old man didn't get the fact that the dog was walking on top of the water. He was only looking at what he thought the dog should have been doing. A lot of times it's about our perspective. And if you're going through some challenges, if you're going through some tough times, change your perspective today. I want to challenge you, and I've said it 1,000 times already, change your perspective. Now come with me. I got some final thoughts to share with you. So often, things get broken. So often, life will break us. And this tree is huge. And this thing has been busted. So often, life will break us. So often, challenges break us. So often, things happen that just break us. And it's so important, I want to challenge you to change your perspective. I've talked a lot about my cocaine addiction, my drug addiction, and my struggles and sleeping right here in Patterson Park in Baltimore. I want to just share with you the rest of the story, as Paul Harvey used to say. I just dated myself. Yes, I slept at Patterson Park. Yes, I had been homeless. Yes, I had been broke, busted, and disgusted, and down and out. And I remember the words of my godmother, Eleanor Rice. She used to tell me, Billy, I don't know how. I don't even see it. I can't even conceive it. I know you're broken. I know you're a broken man. I know you're broken. But I don't know how. But I know, Billy, you're going to come out of this stronger. You're going to come out of this fixed. And I want to just share with you, I came out of this thing fixed. You can come out of this thing fixed. You just have to change your perspective. Yes, some things have happened. Yes, you failed. Yes, you've had some challenges. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get up and begin to say, I can make it through this, whatever the challenge may be, whatever the circumstances. Yes, I've dropped the ball. Yes, I've had some lies said about me. But yes, my God, I'm going to get back up and I'm going to change my perspective. I'm going to use the very thing that destroyed me, was sent to destroy me. I'm going to get up and I'm going to fight again. I'm not perfect. I haven't done everything perfect, but I want to tell you to get up and fight. Fight one more time. Get up. Change your perspective. I've been out, been down, been homeless, but I also know what it's like. I've owned 2 cars now. I've owned 2 homes now. I have a beautiful family, a beautiful wife, beautiful family, beautiful home. I've owned 2 beautiful homes now. And that just came down to, I could have stayed there and felt sorry for myself and stayed broke. Or I did what I did do, and I got up. And I began to surround myself with better people. And my perspective went from victim to victor. My perspective went to, yeah, there's hope in my life right now. I can rise above the circumstances and the challenges and the lies, my screw ups, yes, but it's not over. I have to change my perspective. Today I want to challenge you. Change your perspective. It's broken, but it's not over. You may be broken, but it's not over. Get up, guys. Get up. Change your perspective. Just want to say thank you for watching again this week. Keep liking, keep subscribing. Comment if you like. One more final thought. Don't forget to change your perspective.